I am camping out in my car. I don't have to, it's a choice.
Hi there, Sue Johnson here with another video. So we got an invite, Stanley and I got an invite to spend a few days at an RV park in the Kawarthas, which is a big area north of where we live. It's about 2.5 hour drive. So northeast, almost said south. And so we said our hellos and we were shown the lay of the land and shown around and we had a meal together. And then it came time for sleep. And that's when things changed. And I think that's where I'm going to begin the video when I had to go to bed.
Okay, where am I? I'm in my car. I'm in the Honda. I'm in the back because I'm trying it out. We are staying at a place, an RV park, and I'm sleeping in the vehicle. And Stanley is sleeping inside the RV. But I just wanted to practice. I want to experience, to imagine what it would be like for us to be on a road trip, to put stuff in the front seat, sleep in the back. Anyway, call me crazy, but that's what I'm doing.
So, where am I going with this video? Let me share with you what started this whole, debate or idea about living in an RV or not, or what to do. I've talked with a number of women who are in the same age bracket as I am, and we're all in the same boat. If we lose our husbands, not only do we lose their companionship, but we lose their income as well, which means that we can't afford to live where we are. Unfortunately, we all don't have that much life insurance. And I don't even know if that would do it. But so I just thought, I was scouting out the whole idea of living in an RV. And it seemed plausible until I went down to Canada Dream and talked to the guy and realized that I'm still kind of in the same budget bracket. I'm, if something happens to Stanley, I still don't know if I could afford it. So, putting that aside, there's also the practical aspect of these units being either really hot or cold. So, we had warm weather, and you can turn on the air conditioning, and that was fine. And I realize it's rather noisy. So you cool down the unit and then you go to sleep. And Stanley actually got cold at night. That might be an age related thing. He doesn't have a lot of fat on his body. I have some, but I can't give it to him. Anyways, but that besides, or putting the RV idea beside, I thought, what would it be like for me to sleep in the vehicle? Could I do it? Because I'm thinking in a pinch, if he passes away, I've got a few months before I really need to make a choice and move from where I'm living. And I have said, almost in jest to my girlfriend, I said, look, I'm just going to throw my camping gear and my stuff in the car and take off. And I know my friends and family might say, well, that's a bit extreme. And I'm sure I'll get arguments about it if that ever happens. A lot of the things that we're concerned about actually don't come about. It's okay to plan. But if it did, sometimes if you have a plan, you're afraid of something happening, like, I can't afford this place. So you have a plan. And then if it actually does come about that you have to put the plan into action, at least it takes the fear out of, the what ifs. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? You say, well, this was my plan. So for me, I would just throw everything into the vehicle. Now, the whole consideration and thought about, what do I do as a senior? Where do I live? All of that could change, I realize. But I'm actually having a bit of fun with this, really. I'm having a bit of fun thinking about the fact that if I had to live in the vehicle, I could. I think I've got that part down pat. And is it comfortable enough for me? Well, you'll find out.
Good morning. I am camping out in my car. I don't have to, it's a choice. And I just wanted to see what it was like, what it would be like. First night, a little bit restless. Second night, which is the one I'm waking up from now, was great. Great sleep. So let me show you what my little setup is and how I've been managing. It's hard to know where to start, but this is my bed, which is my 4-inch memory foam mattress. It fits almost the full cavity of the vehicle. There is a little spot here. That's my chamber pot down there. Those are my cubbies. I usually have them facing the other way when I'm camping, but I turned them around to put various things in, like my shoes and anything I might need. That's my bag for my clothing. I have reflectors on the window, just on the side windows. And right now I got it open so I can watch the path to see if Stanley is going to come and bring me coffee. But usually I wake up and go meet him. I have a bungee cord across from door to door and a quilt over that for some privacy. Here's another cubby, which I have a fan that I run if I want. But air has been adequate. I use my Jackery. My phone was charging up with the Jackery overnight. What's my battery power at? 36%. That's pretty good. So I have my duvet cover, my quilt, pillow of course, which is behind me, and it's really quite comfortable. I've even got space for extra things if I need them. Oh, I have a bottle of water over in that far corner over there for medication. That's my toiletry bag, medications and stuff. Really, the bag's that big. I don't take that many medications. Just a few things, cholesterol, etc. And that's it. That's my setup. So now you may be wondering, okay, what's the lowdown? Why is she even doing this? We were invited to come and stay with someone. I'm not going to name them, even though they told me they actually watched my videos. I'm like, wow. Okay. It's their RV. They have 2 RVs, so the host stays in one RV, and we were set to stay in the second RV. Stanley stayed in the RV. I decided I want to try out what it would be like to sleep in the vehicle if we were doing a road trip. Now, granted, I'm sleeping here by myself, so it's I was thinking it's really a matter of getting used to it. And second night sleeping in here like this, it's quite comfortable, really comfortable actually. So Stanley's sleeping in the RV, I'm sleeping here, and I'll give a tour of the RV later. That's it. I said I'm practicing for our road trip to West Virginia. I would like to do that. I don't think Stan's convinced yet, but he's humoring me. And you never know, we might actually do it. I'd like to do that in the fall when the colors start to change. Anyway, okay, I'll be back.
So as you watch the video, you can see that I'm of 2 minds, let's say. Or is it 3 minds? I have 3 things in mind. One is, could I live full-time in an RV? I'm thinking not, because I probably still couldn't afford it. Number 2, what would it be like to live in the Honda if I had to do it? I think I'd be very comfortable. I would build a plan and I would just do it. And the other idea is, would Stanley go on a road trip with me where we could just use the tent, maybe if we had to, but if not, sleep in the back of the vehicle, drive up to a Cracker Barrel and spend the night, and then take the daytime to go somewhere and explore West Virginia. He's not convinced yet, but maybe. You never know. Or I might end up doing it by myself. Don't tell him. Well, I would have to tell him, of course. There'd be a lot of convincing that would have to go on. And now the tour of the RV that we were invited to stay at. Now, none of what I've shared in this video so far solves the issue of what to do, where to go, how to live the rest of life as a senior. Some of these things that we have to sort out are long term, and we will find an end for sure. In the meantime, it's important to search out your dreams, figure things out, weigh things out carefully, and have fun along the way. And that's what we did. We had fun, not only spending great conversations at that table and enjoying our breakfast together, but spending time with our host, enjoying the lake, the river, the waterways around the RV site, um, picnicking, basically camping out, enjoying the sunshine, the birds, the trees, and everything that nature has to offer. But most importantly, as I've said in many of my videos, it's who you're with that counts. It doesn't matter how great or small a place is, how much you have, more or less, if you have a good relationship, someone to share it with, someone to make memories with, really, that's all you need. I'll leave you with those thoughts. I don't know if you can tell, but that bed is really high up. And I found that, first of all, I couldn't climb into it, but there is a little step stool on the side so that you could step on that and get up into the bed. Now, when I did share that bed with Stanley, the two of us, it was kind of comical. We were thinking about, what if I forget where I am and I roll off the side? That's a big drop down. So I actually, with Stanley's blessing, packed up and went back out to the vehicle. So I spent my 3 nights out in the vehicle, which, as I've mentioned, is very comfortable. This particular RV unit is for sale. The host is going to keep one of the 2 units, so this one's for sale. And if you are interested and want more information on it, I can send that to you. You can just contact me. I'll contact him, and then we can get all the information to you. Where are we going today, sir?
We're going kayaking.
And I like your fancy vehicle.
Yeah, it's a speedster.
Take you down to the end of the road. Way down there. This is Marilyn Monroe, see? That famous scene with the air coming up through the grate. Yeah, let's get her backside. She even got shiny shoes. Here we are, out in the kayak. And I finally picked a lily. Here are tiny homes purchased and placed in the RV park. But the park is still only May to October. It's not year-round. Isn't it a beautiful picture? I can remember as a kid coming to Fenton Falls and watching the big heavy doors open up, allowing the boats to go through to the next level, the water coming in, the water going out. I can remember doing this at Welland Canal as well. I was fascinated by just the whole idea of it, moving boats from one level of water down to a lower level. Well, beats going over the falls for sure. One boat goes out, another one comes in, raising it up to the higher level. There's lots of shopping in Fenton Falls, markets, antique stores, clothing stores, craft beer stores, lovely restaurants.
it's really a nice place to visit. Very quaint, very relaxing. And then I found the ice cream factory. Kawartha Dairies, Kawartha ice cream, is famous. It's a family-owned business founded in 1937 in, of course, Kawartha. They have a long-standing tradition with a lot of customers. We took the boat out to one of the islands in the lake and we took a picnic with us and we had some fun.
You're on video.
Hey.
The best thing is cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. This is the most delicious glass of cold water I've had in a long time. It's delightful and refreshing.
It's from the well.
And it's from the well that never shall run dry.
He's living the life of a millionaire today.
Floating along.
You know something, Paul, if you have...
In a minute, eh?
Okay, hang on a sec.
1, 2, 3, up.
I can't, my knees are bent too much. I can do it, just give me a minute.
Move into deeper water, Dad.
So what you do, you move into 5-foot water and you say, hey, I did it. Oh, I'm at the boat.
All right, one more try.
Forget the floats, just stand up.
I'm going to call this video Head the Ball.
1, 2, 3, up.
Head the Alex.
Head the ball. No, gonna have to explain that one. Not right now.
I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. And someday by and by, I will fly away.